Elon got a dog. Let's invest in a coin that's named after Elon's dog. That's not investing. You're gambling. Like, just call it exactly what it is, and there's a high probability that you're going to lose absolutely everything. Welcome back, YouTube. So the biggest question I get, especially with this chart, is, okay, what are the entry and the exit points? How do you know when to get in and when to get out? Now, it will be easy to say, oh, well, of course you want to get in, obviously somewhere around here, and you want to get out right before the correction. That's everybody's dream. That's the whole, I believe, the pinnacle of investing, is if you can get it right here and get out right there, whatever happens in the middle absolutely does not matter. But the truth of the matter is, if we could do that, we'd all be trillionaires. So we're going to have to look for certain indicators and use pretty much like our best ability, our discernment, to decide if now's the right time on either side of that coin. Is it the right time to get in? Is it the right time to get out? What I like to do is, of course, after a major correction, I always look for a correction or a fall, collapse, whatever you want to call it, of 50 to 80%. So this is what I'm going to look for. 50 to 80%. Sometimes you can go 85, 90, but typically that's the window that I like as far as for a correction or a fall down. This is what I'm looking for around this period when it corrects downward. That's what I'm going to be looking for as far as for my entry. Now, as far as for timing, again, you are not going to be able to get like the lowest DCA. You just simply not. You can always average down depending on the amount of time that we spend there. I do believe that these windows are probably going to condense as we get more people into the crypto market, but as of right now, we're looking at a period of anywhere from 3 to like 11 months. But in this period, I'll try and be very specific. And when I see a focal point or a consolidation period, or we get some good bounces that are lower than my current DCA, I'll be aggressive to try and get down if that's possible. So with that being said, so that's on the correction side as far as entry. Now, again, we're going to go through a couple cycles going forward. So we'll have the institutional money, which I believe we've received some institutional money as far as to where we are now. But I believe we'll receive another injection before we have like the FOMO period, because right now everyone has, I'm just going to write it here, I'll say shiny object syndrome. And I think that as the crypto market expands, we're going to, before we see the consolidation and a lot of these new coins pop up that are popping up every day, before everyone's like, oh, Elon got a dog. Let's invest in a coin that's named after Elon's dog. That's not investing. You're gambling. Like, just call it exactly what it is, and there's a high probability that you're going to lose absolutely everything. And until we take our investment, like, this is as a community, until we take our investments more seriously, until we are being strategic with our investments, then the crypto market is going to be even more volatile, because we have more people in it and we're constantly pulling money out and pushing it one place and pulling it somewhere, and it's just going to, the crypto market was already swinging wildly enough before any of us came along. And now that we have more people into it and everyone's chasing the quickest buck, we can expect to see a lot more of what we're seeing now. And I believe that's going to lead to regulation as well. But as of right now, people are chasing whatever they believe can make them the quickest dollar, despite the risk. So we're going to see more rug pulls and more more volatility in the coins that I'll say will be here after the consolidation period. So just be patient with that as far as this the crypto market matures, but I do believe that's a phase we're going to have to go through. So and when we get to like the FOMO and in between the institutional money, what I'm looking for is these large jumps up. Normally what I'm looking at is around 20 to 30% increases, and it has to be with institutional money. The key is it has to be the entire market, and it has to be within the same time frame or a very short time frame. But usually with crypto, we're going to see the entire market jump, 10% at the same time. It's going to be an identical chart pattern. You can't miss it. Institutional money is always, FOMO is going to be a little different, like, because what we had was a boom earlier this year, specific with like Dogecoin. But when FOMO came in, Dogecoin would have had a mind of its own. It was right. It would rise and have some pullbacks with the market, but those booms were crazy. So you can expect to identify those. But with institutional money, that's what you're going to have as far as that's going to be like your structured raises and declines. This is going to be the natural flow of the market, up and down. They're all going to typically, they'll have different percentages, but you'll be able, it'll be really easy to tell based off of the flow of the market as far as for institutional money. And that is, it's also not too late to get into there as well. Again, you're just going to have to use your judgment and look for those indicators. I use the crash, but you can use the institutional money. But just know that these are the phases, and if you can catch it, or if it's a coin that you're unaware of and you believe things are going to turn around or something later, that's your call. But look for that indicator as far as for institutions. Again, FOMO is going to be your unorganized boom. So that's what you're going to be looking for as far as to get it. That's just going to be the if it's just one particular coin and it gets like $1,000% increase. Like I believe as the time of recording this, Elon released that his new dog came out, and there was a coin named after it, and it rallied like 1,000% within the last few hours. That is FOMO. Again, very easy to detect. It'll be just this really unorganized, violent boom. That is FOMO. So, as we know, since that is FOMO, what comes next? That's right. So, if you see that, then that is not the time. I mean, again, everybody's risk tolerance is a little different, but that is not the time to jump in, because we know after that, you can expect either, especially on those new coins that are made up about absolutely nothing, you can expect a rug pull or a correction relatively soon. So I hope this helps. I hope this clears everything up as far as for entry and exit, as far as for your numbers and when. If you have any questions or any other comments, just let me know in the comments and I'll go through as many as possible. Thank you. And that brings me to today's video sponsor, which is Skillshare. Now, Skillshare is an online community that hosts thousands of classes where you can learn new skills, deepen your existing passions, or simply fall down a creative rabbit hole. They offer classes like finances, entrepreneurship, and even stock investing. And that's one of the reasons I'm bringing it up to you, because I think that most of the community can find this actually useful. I'm actually starting with Productivity for Creators by Thomas Frank, because it's more so about me starting to build and get more organized through my productivity, because of the growth that I'm seeing here on YouTube and like my actual investments that I have outside of YouTube. So it's just more so laying the groundwork so that I'm not being pulled in so many directions, and as I try to expand my investments, because typically that's what takes up most of my time. And I know a lot of you guys get on me about not uploading every day, so that I'm working to increase my productivity so that I can be more present on YouTube and balance my outside investments. The best thing about Skillshare is it's curated specifically for learning. There's no ads, so you're not going to see a break or in any of the classes that you take that are specific to your interests. So it's pretty much just going to be go from start to finish. Now, I wanted to provide exceptional value for you all. So the first 1,000 people that click the link in my bio, you actually get a free month of Skillshare to try out. And again, they have classes on just about everything. I know most of the people that watch my channel are geared toward finances, so you can certainly take classes on stock investing, finances, entrepreneurship, web development. Really, this pretty much, if you have an interest, it's almost guaranteed to be on Skillshare, and you can have access to that for 1 month just to try it out by using the link that I have in my bio. Feel free to check it out and let me know what you think.